Hey guys, welcome to this Thursday's episode. We're going to be talking about 5,000 mile maintenance on your Tacoma. Now, this Tacoma behind me is at 30,000 miles. So this maintenance is supposed to be a lot more in-depth, but I'm saving that until Friday because a lot of the tools I need are at my dad's. So we're going to be driving this up to my dad's for that maintenance. But I'm just going to do the 5,000 mile stuff here because, well, I have the tools and it's pretty easy, and it'll save me time Friday to focus on the more in-depth stuff that I have to do for that 30,000 mile maintenance that I'm going to do a video on. So my 5,000 mile maintenance is slightly different from what Toyota recommends. That's because I'm a little bit harder on my truck. So every 5,000 miles, I will do the cabin air filter, I will do the air filter, I will do oil filter, and then typically I would take the wheels off, rotate them, check my brakes, my ball joints, axles, and I think that's about it. But for this one, I'm only going to be doing the oil, the filters, and that's it. I don't have my jack stands to take the wheels off. They're at my dad's, so we're going to save that for that 30,000 mile change that we're going to go more in depth on. But for right now, this is what we're doing today. I'm going to give you a little not too much of a step-by-step because I'm no mechanic, so I don't want to be showing you guys the improper way to do stuff, but kind of just going through the steps and kind of like what I'm doing on the truck for my 5,000 mile maintenance and what I recommend. Let's hop into this. Okay guys, so some of the parts and tools you're gonna need is, well, I don't even have my tools out here yet. I just want to get this intro filmed first. But, so for parts, you're gonna need oil. I run Castrol Edge 020 full synthetic in this. Now, oil is kind of your choice as long as it's 020, 520, full synthetic, you're gonna be good. I'm not gonna tell you what oil to run in your truck. I'm not the expert on oil, but this is what I run. Next, you're gonna need an air filter. I run these cheap ones because I replace them. Now, I think I might be going to K&N and doing a reusable filter for that and the cabin air filter. If I'm gonna be doing this every 5,000 miles, it's gonna be annoying to have to keep buying these. Now, this is my first maintenance off the Toyota Care schedule. So this is what I'm gonna be doing every 5,000 miles from now on, now that it's in my hands. Secondly, cabin air filter. Here you go. I'll show you guys roughly how to do this stuff in this video as well. Next, you're gonna need an oil filter. I run OEM filters in all my vehicles, typically. So my Subarus, I ran the Subaru official filter, get them off Amazon in bulk. Toyota, you can get these off Amazon. I'll put the part number down below. I don't even know if you can see that, but I got this at Walmart actually. Walmart was carrying OEM filters for Toyota, so that was cool. And an oil pan catcher, got that. And then you're gonna need this like specialty tool for the oil filter canister. I don't know if you can do it by hand. I don't know how tight Toyota Care has this done, but I went and bought this just in case I had it. They make a little bit better ones. This is just a cheap one I got from AutoZone because I didn't want to wait. We'll go to the story of why I didn't want to wait, because this was actually unplanned maintenance because I expected Toyota Care to cover this one and I wasn't ready to do this. But nonetheless, we're here now. Let's start draining the oil and doing things to this truck. I have the truck started only because it's a lot easier to drain hot oil than it is to drain cold oil. So I'm gonna let this run for a few minutes. I don't want it to burn me, but I also want to be able to drain oil fast. So that's what we're doing right now. Just giving it a minute. I'm gonna go grab my tools and get ready for this. The first order of business, getting the skid plate off. A couple bolts here, they're 12 millimeter. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. All right, my apologies if this looks a bit odd. I'm underneath the truck and trying my best. But so we come back here, oil drain right there. I got my little doodad to catch that. So we're gonna drain this oil out. It is not super hot, but warm, so it should come out pretty good. Also, by the way, it's a 14 millimeter, so yeah. All right, so we broke that loose. I'm gonna go ahead and get this to go. Click on that so you can see it. I'm solo today. There we go. Pretty dirty actually. Yeah. There's about 10,000 miles on this oil. Make sure it doesn't spill and don't lose the oil drain plug. So the oil system is a closed unit. So now down below it's gonna start slowing down. Now I'm gonna open up this top cap here to get some more air so it comes out a little bit better because it's clugging right now. So, or chugging. I don't know what word I want to use, but that's what we're gonna do. My other hand's completely covered in oil. I don't use gloves. Professionals use gloves, I guess, if I'm gonna put this on YouTube. Use gloves, don't do what I do. It's just taken 8 years to drain. I was just jumping on the rock sliders trying to speed it up. I'm very impatient. Check this out though. I'm out here, right, rolling around in deer shit. I need a garage. Well, instead of wasting my time and sitting there, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other filters, the air filters that is. I'm not gonna do the oil filter right now. While we wait, save time because I don't wanna do this at night and it's already like 5 something. So I'm gonna show you guys air filter stuff while that does that. Yeah, so let's make sure the latches are up and out of the way and it will just lift up. There is the air filter. Very, very pretty. I'm gonna get the other one. Look at this little adventure souvenir. Look at that. Ooh. Pretty dirty, not terrible. I might invest in like a K&N. I think so I can just clean them. I'm gonna do this every 5,000 miles. Yeah, little bug. And we got the new one in, so let's go ahead and get this back together. So if you're not aware, inside of the truck here in the glove box, get the cabin air filter pretty easy. Lift up on this. Boop. There she is. There's just little tabbies. Like that. Like that. Boop. Pull that out. And there's your cabin air filter. Let's go ahead and give it a little pull. Kind of dirty. I will say that these filters are typically directional, and this one is. Arrows down. The blower motor is pulling air into itself, so airflow is going down. So if you're wondering, yeah, don't just slam it in there. Look at that mess. Anyways, so it looks like we are done with the oil. A couple drips here and there, but should be good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to get that oil filter canister off and show you those steps. So it should go without saying that dispose your oil responsibly. A lot of businesses will take your used oil, AutoZone, etc. All those auto places will take your used oil. We actually had a shop local that would take used motor oil and burn it and use it for fuel, which is kind of cool. I'm sure it's dirty, but cool that you can reuse it like that. But always dispose of used oil correctly. Okay, so this is the oil filter housing. You want to start by, I put this in there, loosen that up. Should be hand. Well, it's not yet. My hands are slippery. But you can just use the box in there and boop, 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 get that loosened. Take that off. Be careful when you take that off because there is some residue and oil that'll come out. So I want to go ahead and get that cleaned up first after you take this off. Now the fun part. So this comes with the oil filter, the factory OEM one. This you need to shove up there with a good bit of pressure, and the oil that is sitting in the oil filter housing will come out. It's gonna be messy, so I'm gonna put my other phone, or I'm gonna put this phone down and see what's going on. This is probably gonna suck. To answer my question, yep, it was a mess, not too bad. That takes a good bit of pressure to get up in there, but don't be afraid of it. Just press it up in, make a little snap, and the oil will start coming a little bit before it's fully snapped in, so you will get covered. But just a heads up on that one. So I cleaned that up a little bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and get that housing pulled down. I mean, between me and you guys here on the channel, I don't know exactly what Toyota has that spec to be torqued at, but that felt like so much on a piece of plastic. I mean, I broke that tab right there doing this. So they make a metal casing for this filter. Gonna be looking to that, because I mean, I already broke it. That's, I don't know, I'm about to look up the torque spec to that. I don't have my torque wrench here, but that seemed like a lot of pressure on a piece of plastic. I don't know. We're gonna look that up when I put this back on to double check how tight I really need to have this, because that seemed like too much. Yeah, anyways, here's the old filter. Just gonna get the oil out of it. There we go. Neat stuff. Now we have two O-rings to replace. You got this one right here, and then one on that bolt that went in the bottom of this. I gotta figure out how to get this off. I just dug into that plastic. Look at that, broke right off. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and probably replace this with a metal one for the next time I do this, so I'll have that ready. Trying to get this done quick. We're on a daylight now, but got the oil canister back up in, new filter in it. I replaced the old O-ring that went around there. Oil them up before you install them, and then I got to replace this O-ring here. I'm going to oil this one up as well. It comes with the filter. I think I mentioned that already, but I'm gonna get this wrapped up. With the darkness coming, I forgot to mention some of the other things I like to check when I do some maintenance. So that's just some fluid levels. Go back here, start on this side. Check windshield washer fluid. It's got it. Good to go. Power steering. Yeah, it's got it. You can see the lines there, min-max. I don't really want to explain that to you guys just because I don't want to insult anybody. There is the coolant reservoir. You can come around this back side here, check it out. It's good to go. And then you got the master cylinder back here. It's good to go. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that because I feel like I forgot. So yeah. Also, because I have more maintenance to do than just this oil change, cabin filter, and air filter, I'm not going to show you guys in this video how to reset the maintenance records. Pretty easy, but since I'm at my 30,000, I got a ton of other stuff to do. We're going to be doing that this weekend. Make a video on it explaining what I'm doing, but that's why I'm not showing you that part in this video. But check out the sunset, huh? That's pretty. Running pretty quiet, checked it. I'm just getting ready to put the skid plate back on, let it warm up, just to triple check and make sure nothing's leaking. Should be good to go then. All right guys, we're gonna wrap this up here. Putting oil back in the truck, just put my big jug in. My next one, I'm gonna put one more quart in. I'm gonna do it almost a full quart because this takes about 6. I'm gonna check it about 5.8 and make sure that it is good. And then I'm gonna fire this truck up, make sure everything is not leaking, it's good to go. Then I'll go ahead and throw on the skid plate and call it a done job. If this was helpful, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. I'm not a mechanic. This might not be the way you do it. This might not be the oil you use. That's fine. This is what I'm doing. If it's wrong, the truck will tell me. But as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. And I'm gonna have a beer now too, because you gotta have a beer after you're done working on something. See you guys.